Are you a Mughal-E-Azam fan? If yes, our next story is for you. A grand musical based on the iconic Indian film returned to New Delhi for the last time. And WION got a chance to go behind the scenes of this magnum opus musical. Take a look.
Mughal-E-Azam, as you know, was a film that was originally made mostly in black and white, and only a few portion of the small portion of the film was in color. That was in 1950s, and it was Asif Sahib's dream to see the entire film in color, but it was not possible in those days. So around 2003-2004, I developed the technology, and so that we can make the entire black and white film into color. And then we also got Dr. Naushad Sahib to recreate the entire music.
Mughal-E-Azam is actually inspired by a play. So originally there was a play called Anarkali, which was written in 1922, which Asif Sahib had seen in Lahore, and he carried that script and he carried that dream and that passion in his heart to create a larger-than-life, great spectacle on stage called Mughal-E-Azam. So now, when you're trying to do from cinema to stage, the first thing that you see is that does the film itself had theatrical elements. So it was quite theatrical in many ways, the way the sets were, the way they were performing, the way it was written. So that being the case, the first entry point into this film was slightly easy because structurally it was like a play. But then the next part is that how do we actually translate that into another medium? Because in cinema, the camera can travel anywhere, whereas you only have this small space within which we create the whole world.
So basically, when Feroz Abbas Khan, the director of the play, when he approached me and the Shapoorji Pallonji group, that he wants to make a play on Mughal-E-Azam, so he wanted to buy the rights. So I told him there are two things. Yes, the theatre in Bombay does not make big production, but Mughal-E-Azam is a very big brand, very big scale. So either you have to scale down Mughal-E-Azam or make the theatre big. So there's no point making Mughal-E-Azam small. Let's make theatre big. Why can't we make theatre big?
There are actually a series of challenges when you're doing a film like Mughal-E-Azam and you want to put it on stage. The first challenge is that there is going to be a comparison with the great classic. So how do you compare? Now, the actors that are there in the original film, they are iconic. I mean, there's no way that you can ever think of anyone even coming anywhere close to that.
If you want to bring a cinema to stage, the first thing is that the cinema story and the whole screenplay or the writing should be basically have a theatrical aspect. Theatre questions your mind. It's slightly intellectual. So cinema should offer a question, that really a big question that story should offer. Then it becomes a really relevant theatre. So, for example, in this, in Mughal-E-Azam, the big question is duty versus emotions.
We made sure that the actors do not imitate the original actors. Production that we have done here, it stands up to international standards. It's as good as anything that you will see anywhere in the world. And the most important challenge was that this being a live musical, to find actors, particularly female actors who could sing, dance. Manish Purwat actually is very interesting. There's a journalist friend of mine. She used to be at the NCPA at that time because this was when we started this production. She was very instrumental in getting this production together. She was a friend of Manish. So she spoke to Manish that we are doing a production like that. And Manish just jumped, could give you an experience on stage where you felt that no, we've done justice to the original production. So we had to get some of the finest talent available to create this whole world in this small little space that we have on stage. And the fact that it's a live experience itself is a transition from what is basically a celluloid experience to a live stage experience. Yeah.
ये कनीज़ जलालुद्दीन मोहम्मद अकबर को अपना खून माफ करती है।